So, on the basis of types of cells, now the organisms are of two types. One is unicellular. Uni means one. The organism which is made up of only one cell, and all the functions are performed by only single cell. So we can say that there is no division of labor, because all the functions are done by a single cell. If there are number of cells, we can divide the work, but as there is only one cell, there is no division of labor. So these are called unicellular organism, which is made up of only one cell. Okay, likewise amoeba, paramecium. So these organisms are called unicellular organism, whereas another type is multicellular organisms. Another is multicellular organism. Multi means many, which is made up of many types of cells. So as the functions are performed by many cells, so there is division of labor. Okay, and also the lifespan of them is long. Because all the functions are divided and done in a organized way. Here the functions are performed by a single cell, so lifespan is short of these organisms. So here amoeba, paramecium, bacteria, these are called unicellular organisms. On the other hand, many cells group together in a single body and pursue different functions to perform various body parts is called multicellular organism. So examples are fungi, plants, animals. Okay, so as Virchow said, cells divide to produce another cells of their own kind. So we can say that cells comes from pre-existing cells. Now in this part, we are coming with two type of major questions. Who discovered cell and how? Why is a cell called structural and functional unit of life? Next question arises, what is cell made up of? Okay, so we have know that cell components or cell, as we examine under a microscope, they have, number one is plasma membrane, or also called cell membrane, that protects it. Second, in the center is present nucleus and cytoplasm. So all the activities inside the cell and interactions of the cell with its environment are only possible due to these features. So first of all, we have plasma membrane or cell membrane. This is the outermost covering of the cell that separate the content of cell from its external environment, and it also allows the permit or the entry and the exit of only some materials, or only selected material can pass through in and out of the cell. Only selected material which we need, which a cell require, pass in and out of the cell, and as it prevents the movement of all other material which is not requirable. So the cell membrane, also called selectively permeable membrane. Okay.